now. Everybody know me, they say that she go. Lipstick, liner, lashes for celebrities. And if she looking good, then you say she be. Oh, you think you know me? Probably Instagram. Reposting my picture saying you're a fan. No need for a filter, cause my beat is ill. Have you looking good? Man, if looks could kill.
Hey guys, Tatiana Ward here. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a little while, huh? I've been a busy bee, but it's always nice to come back to YouTube. I figured I would work out of the Urban Decay Backtalk palette. It's a palette that has both eyeshadows and blushes in it. So I did the whole eye with that palette and only added one extra color, the obvious color that's not in the palette, the black. And for skin, I used Lancome's new line. They sent me this awesome assortment of new product. Overall, I think we came out with a beautiful look, and if you care to see how I did it, then stay tuned. All right, let's start. I want to start with Soft Ochre from MAC as my primer. Just a beige colored base, and I'm just going to take that, making kind of a mess of it. I think the thing that I like the most about the Backtalk palette is the weight of it. It's so, it's heavy. So blush is on one side, and then there's this mirror in the center that is removable. And then eyeshadow on the other side. Now, if you want to travel with it, it's got that pole if you don't put the mirror in the middle. Which the mirror doesn't get on my nerves or anything. I don't know why I would want to not have it. I actually like that you can take it out just for purposes like this. A mirror is always annoying when I'm trying to hold something up in the camera. So first color I'm going to use is Backtalk, this pink color. And then on the lid, I'm going to use this purple called Shade. Normally, I love Urban Decay because I think that their colors are super pigmented. But this one I did notice when I was setting up the other eye, I had to really layer it in order for this Backtalk to come through. But I'm putting that in the crease, carrying it all the way into the inner eye, and then spreading it upwards. This is now my third application of it. Fourth application. That could also be because this color isn't going to really show up on someone of my skin complexion. Someone who was more fair, it would show up right away, I think. I forgot to mention that I'm going to use this color. First color, Backtalk. Second color, WTF, right here. And then on the lid, I'm going to use this purple called Shade. To put on that WTF, I am going to use a MAC 221. That I feel like shows up a hell of a lot quicker. Carrying it into the inner eye. I'm going to take a flat Sigma brush that clearly is so old that it has chips in it, and I'm rubbing it into Shade. Spreading that across my lid, all the way a third over, leaving the end of the eye with nothing on it. You'll find that it's a lot easier to put down a matte color, which the black here is a matte color. It's easier to do that over top of an area that has no shadow on it, as opposed to an area that has something shimmery underneath. Like if I carried that purple all the way across, putting down the black would be difficult. It wouldn't cling and be as pigmented. Favorite black forever and ever has always been Urban Decay Blackout. Just a totally matte black eyeshadow. Put some on my finger. Now I'm patting it down on the tail end of the eye. This is just an easy way to smoke out an eye. Placing it first on the very outside of the eye so that that area gets the most shadow and the most color, and then slightly carrying it in. That's literally how I create a smoky eye. Then I could take a 221 and begin to carry that black inward all the way in and merge it into the purple and the brown. So that's the premise of what I'm doing. Like every color is now on. So now I just have to build them and make sure that they're merging together correctly. And that's just something that I do with picking up my different brushes, going over them with the previous color, Like I just added a little bit of our reddish brown. Now I want to take some more of our black color, overlap it. Again, focusing it on the end. And then carrying the excess inward. I could pick up the brush that had our purple. Just make sure that it's merging into the black the way that I want it to, so that I can't see where one starts, the other stops. Okay, I think I got a good thing going there. Neutrogena makes my favorite makeup wipes. Taking one of those, going from the corner of my eye, just swooping out, cleaning an edge from myself, cleaning up any fallout that might have fallen. To be honest with you, I didn't even need the red. We could have just made this 3 colors and been done with it. So here comes Lancome with their French, trying to make a fool out of me, so I don't know how to say this. So I'm going to say it in my best French accent. Teint, Idole, Ultra Wear. And I really like this foundation. The only thing is that they sent me the color too dark. It was a little too dark, but it's gonna be perfect in the summertime when I get a tan. I'm gonna say that that is the color. 470 Susie. Oh, that's dope. They give you an expiration date. It says it expires 9/19, September of 2019. I don't think I've ever seen an expiration date on a foundation, have you? It's good though. Super useful. I love the coverage of it. I loved the feel of it. I'm cool with everything, but the only problem is that it's just too dark for me. So I mixed it with their makeup stick. Turn up. So I put the darker color on, realized right away, okay, this is not gonna work. So just mixed it with this. And what's dope about any cream foundation is that 9 times out of 10, you can also double it as a concealer. I feel like it balanced me out, but now I want to take that same color and put it under my eye and use it as concealer. It is foundation, but I could do what I want. Okay, the only thing about that is it's a little hard to get right in here. So I'm gonna end up using a brush, which is fine because that's normally what I do with creams anyway. I depot them and I just end up using a brush because I don't want to rub the same stick all over everybody's face because it's kind of gross. So now I can get into the inner corners there and also drag that out, making a line. It is a very wet product, like very emollient wet. Cover up my moustache. Okay, I'm gonna start to blend it out. Blend super easy, like really easy. I think it gives pretty good coverage. I think because it is a foundation, it's not as stiff and thick as like a cream concealer would be, which is perfect when you have somebody who's not in need of a very full coverage concealer. They do make concealers with this line, but again, the colors are just too dark for me. This is the concealer. I'm sure I'll use that for somebody. Taking that same cream foundation stick, I can just create my contour. They did send me a darker color, but I don't want that much contrast. Start to blend that out. I'm digging where this is going. I need a little bit more coverage under the eye, but it's only because I have such dark circles under my eye. Okay, I got a nice little sunny thing going on here. I think my skin looks nice and glowy. But I obviously still have to set. So I'm gonna set the face and then I will be right back. So I used a little bit of NARS just to deepen the contour in the inner cheek area, but I didn't touch the forehead. Like, I just left it alone because I feel like it's deep enough. This is the powder that I used from NARS. It's called Gina. I still don't know how to say that. I'm gonna take this pencil from Urban Decay. It's called Alkaline. It's a deep purple. It's coming up on camera kind of reddish, but it's not. At least I don't think it is. I like this already. I can't get that to spread too easily, so I'm just gonna kind of mess it up. Purposely carrying it up without adding any more, just the color that we initially put on the lid, that purple. Now I'm gonna take a black from Urban Decay. These are both 24/7 Easy or Glide On Eye Pencil. This is the color Perversion, and I'm really gonna stay right up against the lash. Going back into the original eyeshadow, just adjusting it now. I think I'll take our dark purple, line the inside of the eye. Bring some of it down there. Purple just makes everybody's eyes stand out. Brown, whatever your eye color, it makes your eyes stand out. Fanning it out with my MAC angled brush. Doing the same on this side, kind of making a mess of it. Carrying it up high because we're gonna blend it out. This MAC angled brush, by the way, is a 263. And it's got nothing on it. Just spreading this with that. That spread the way that I wanted it to, so I don't have to put the eyeshadow over top of it and work with it. It just kind of went on matching the other side, so I'm not gonna fool with it. Now with the black pencil, right up against the lash line. Okay, so I am digging this. I wanna use Benefit's Precisely My Brow Pencil. I used this a lot last summer, but then just kind of went back to MAC, but I like this because it's a lot more subtle. And I think the reason that I'm choosing to use it right now is because I have a fullness going on. My brow, I don't need anything to intensify my brow because I've kind of grown them out somewhat. So I'm only gonna use this on the first portion. It's color number 3. Then on the back end, I'm gonna take Spiked from MAC. Okay, and I'm gonna take NW25 MAC Studio Finish Concealer and an angled brush. Give myself a little highlight there. Blend it out with my finger. And I wanna go into Party Foul. It's a blush from the same Backtalk palette. And just leave a dab of that right at the arch. Not carrying it in, not carrying it out, just keeping it right at the arch. And then spreading it with my finger. These eyelashes are so gorgeous. They are from Eyelashed. They're a little crooked because I already took them out to cut them, but I can't wait to see what they do. Gorge. These things are full AF. Whoa. Oh my God, I'm glad I cut them down. Okay, now I gotta load up my bottom because it's gotta balance with the top. And now that I see how powerful the lash is, I kind of feel like I want to go with black on the inner eye. I love this mascara though. This is Marc Jacobs. Marc Jacobs Major Volume. Okay, I want a tight line. This is something I rarely do, because these lashes are so sincere. I need all the black I can get to make them more believable. All right, and like I said, I'm going to tight line the inner eye as well, not carrying it down to where the dark purple is. All right, now, which blush to use? Should we just go with the purple? The purple is Cheap Shot. Ooh, I like. So pretty. So I don't even feel like I need a highlight. And I'm just gonna use a gloss from Lancome. This is called 422. Yep, that's all I needed. So dramatic with these lashes. Would have been more subtle without, but I mean, I like the lashes. They're a little big for me. They're not necessarily my style, but there's a lot of people who style that they are, and there's nothing wrong with them. I just, you know, a little big for me. Okay, guys, that's our final look. The verdict on both the Lancome new line and the Backtalk is I like them. No qualms. I still want to use the custom sculpting drop, the shimmery stuff, but I'm kind of glad that I didn't use it with the foundation because I feel like the foundation is already a dewy kind of look. So it's not like matte. So I feel like combining the two, I mean the liquid, would have made it overall too shiny. Any palette that I can work out of for blush and eyeshadow, it's like, why not? So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the look and I hope you learned from it. I am doing a class next month in Orlando. If you want to see me live doing makeup on someone other than myself, then that is where you should be if you are in the Florida, Central Florida area. There will be links below to where you can see details for that class. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you right back here soon. Bye.